As Washington pats itself on the back for pushing North Korea to hit the brakes on its nuclear program, America itself is going in the opposite direction. In fact, on the very same day that Donald Trump proudly announced he plans to meet Kim Jong-un in June, his officials at the Pentagon rolled out their nuclear expansion plan.
An evolving and uncertain geopolitical landscape calls for the United States to recapitalize its defense plutonium capabilities.
This is the Savannah River site in South Carolina, a nuclear refinery built at the start of the Cold War, which the Pentagon now wants to bring back from the dead. It was intended to produce materials for nuclear weapons, but was left half-built and riddled with structural problems. After the Cold War, though, the plan was to flip it from being a bomb resource center to a peaceful energy producer.
The Savannah River site is a key Department of Energy industrial complex responsible for disposition of nuclear materials, waste management, environmental cleanup, and environmental stewardship.
So the Pentagon wants to weaponize a facility, which was intended to be a nuclear arms burial ground. But what exactly do they plan to produce? Pits. Bombs that, when armed with nuclear warheads, can create a blast 1,000 times stronger than that of Hiroshima. It's expected to produce 50 each year, and the U.S. has been crystal clear as to why they need pits so badly.
Back in 2010, the Obama administration's NPR said, with misplaced hope, that, quote, Russia is not an enemy and is increasingly a partner, close quote. Anyone who watches the news today knows that this is not the case, if it ever was. President Putin announced that Russia is developing and fielding 4 new and horrific nuclear weapons. Nuclear deterrence is our #1 priority. Defense mission, forces, warheads, NC-3, people, and infrastructure, it's all part of the deterrent. It's time to buckle down and get after all of it.
Nuclear weapons are popping up on both sides of the fence, the U.S. and Russia both saying they're responding to threats from each other. Although Trump got in there first, months before Putin unveiled Russia's new weapons.
We must modernize and rebuild our nuclear arsenal, hopefully never having to use it, but making it so strong and so powerful that it will deter any acts of aggression by any other nation or anyone else.
The whole world has just signed a treaty to ban nuclear weapons. There were 122 countries except for the nuclear powers, and that's where we are right now. Russia actually ratified the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty. We never did. Our Congress never voted for it. Putin made his nuclear policy speech in March. He talked about the anti-ballistic missile treaty that back in 2000, Russia was categorically against our withdrawing from it, and they thought of it as the cornerstone of the national security system. And so here we are. That was in 2000, and now the race is on. So if we don't get along, then certainly the other countries aren't going to follow us. We've got to set the example.
So even though the U.S. has been pushing hard for Iran and North Korea to ditch their nukes, it's hard to imagine who's going to obey if the U.S. can't lead by example. Donald Corder, RT.